All right, so yesterday morning was my tunnel vision marathon, doing a reflection. What worked well, I woke up at 4 a.m., the race was 7, ate breakfast right away, had a cup of oatmeal and my normal 2 bananas. I had probably like 4 or 5 jelly beans beforehand. Just sipped on a cup of coffee beforehand. That worked well on our way to the race. Did just some drills. Didn't really do a warm up. Let the warm up happen in the first mile. It was pretty scary actually. A half mile in, you had to go through the tunnel and you couldn't see very well. I had a headlamp, but it was very dangerous. I felt like I was going to fall down the whole time. But I took 4 caffeinated gels, 3 of them with 100 milligrams of caffeine, 1 of them with 50. They were the Cliff Shots. I took it 1 right at the start, and then every mile, and then 1 at the 45-minute mark, 1 at an hour 30, and then 1 at like 2 hours and 20. I would say about 4 miles in, I was already feeling it, but I kept my power numbers. My Stride power meter kind of knew the heat and humidity that I plugged in, and the course profile and all my recent training, and said I estimated that I could do about 3 hours and 1, 3 hours and 2 at 169 power average. And I think I averaged 166. And it came in and was elated. I got 2 hours 59 20 something seconds. I was, I think, number 15 overall. So very successful overall. Super big PR for me. Over 10 minutes under my Boston time. I also had at each water station, they were about 2.5 miles, 3 miles apart. I took 1 water and drank it right away, and then the other water, like half drank, half dumped it on my head since it was so hot. It helped. My Garmin said I was heat acclimated, meaning like I've been running in the afternoons, so I think that really helped getting used to the heat, even though it was hot and humid marathon. Definitely helped that it was on that downhill. There was like 2 tiny uphill sections. So my first mile was slow. I didn't do like any running warm up, and it was that scary tunnel. I was just trying not to fall down. So my first mile was like 7:10, and then my next one was maybe like 7:01, and then I started getting like in low 740s, so I got a little scared. One of the negatives too is there was like not really any packs of runners. At times there were some people running me or behind me passing. There wasn't really any packs. And I know, just from a lot of cycling that you can draft on people and be very successful. So that could have been something that I could have used but didn't have. But overall, really great race experience. I really looked forward to seeing my dad in Wesley. They got to see me at 13 and a half. We scoped it out the day beforehand. And then again at mile 21 and a half. And Wesley ran along next to me, and that really motivated me a lot. After that, after I ran with Wesley for a little bit, I decided to throw on my headphones. And at that point, I was like, screw it, let's go. I don't care if I blow up at this point. I'm almost all the way there. I can just walk it in. I didn't really know where I was at time-wise. I knew I was probably cutting it close. My miles were coming up like over 750 or 651, which is my goal pace. But it was like, at that point in the marathon, like, literally, let's just get this thing done. I just want to be able to finish it without walking. But I don't know. After I ran with Wes, I was like, I think I got this, and I just let it rip. And so I threw down like maybe a 6:30 something. So it was pretty awesome there at the end. My stomach felt great the whole time. At the finish, I was pretty elated to see that. I cut it kind of close within 30 seconds, but it was kind of funny at the end. I get done, and Wesley and my dad weren't there. I didn't have a cell phone or any way to get a hold of them. So I'm just like stumbling around. There's not really any shade. The medical people are like, dude, you need to go sit down. They showed up like a half hour after and said they got not lost, but they couldn't get to where they wanted to go. So I'm not really sure what that meant, but we eventually got hooked up, and then we stayed for a good half hour to an hour after that, just cheering with runners, soaking in the vibes. And, it was kind of weird because like we were done. I got finished at right before 10. And we were like, all right, well, let's just hang here. And had a successful rest of our day. We saw the needle, all that. Things that I would have done differently. I don't think I would have really done anything differently. Things that went really well. Fueling went well. Oh, I also took some jelly beans during the race, and then I also took some Werther's Original during the race. I think it helped having a good mixture of different fuels. And I only took water. They had Noon gel, or Noon water, electrolyte, but I didn't take any of that because I hadn't used it before. I figured it wasn't worth that risk, but everything I didn't really feel like I hit the wall. I had a rough patch at mile 4, and I was like, oh, crap, I good still. And then definitely miles 16 to 20 were my top ones, but after I saw Wesley at that 21, I was like, dude, let's go. Really emotional after I put on my music, because it was John's song from his funeral that got me going. Last song for the last half mile was Hang on, so base it up. The Alpha Flies worked awesome. Loved them. At the beginning, maybe not. It felt like they were real bouncy. But then, definitely at mile 22, the legs feel awful, and usually your shoes feel like, hey, who strapped a couple bricks under my feet? It didn't feel like that anymore. So that was probably the biggest difference. And I think it definitely slows down my cadence, because they're so unstable. But this marathon, there was very few turns, so it was, in the gravel it didn't work the best either. I think on concrete it'd be much faster. We'll have to see. Alright, that's all for now.